Now, you know something? We have done as adults a big disservice to young people because we told them, remember, that they were not at risk for the coronavirus. And so, of course, they went out and said, hey, party, we don't have to listen. But as it turns out, they do have to listen because the CDC just released data that about 40% of hospitalized patients in America are aged 20 to 54, and the Surgeon General wants help getting the word out. And that's one of the things that we can do, is say to people, you know what? All the adults were wrong. All the stuff that we thought we knew, we didn't know, as we're discovering with this virus. So is that the way to go? Is this the way to do it, to put it out on television and through the Surgeon General?
Well, I think it's important to realize that they always had a responsibility, because even being asymptomatic, you can be carrying this and spreading it. And I think there was a generation and time when people served in our military and went to war. They still do, but a lot of our parents and grandparents, I think these kids need to realize they're being called to action right now, that whether they're at risk for the virus or just spreading it to someone that could get it and be vulnerable, we have to think of beyond ourselves and our own interests.
But now it's going to affect, it can affect them directly. And sometimes people are incapable of showing that empathy unless it affects them, unfortunately. And now we know that it does. And so I think it's very important that we get that word out. If you're 20 to 54, you can also be susceptible to the coronavirus.
Absolutely.
I feel like I've been saying this since Monday.
And this is what Megan was talking about yesterday.
Right? But you know what? The one thing about being someone who's addicted to the internet and the news is, like, I've been saying this for like 3.5 weeks, and I just don't understand. There was a video that CBS put out last night of a bunch of spring breakers in Florida being like, it doesn't matter if I get the coronavirus, it's more important for me to party. Shame on you, shame on your parents, shame on anyone that let a generation like this happen. And I'm not that old, I'm 35, but my God, like, shame on all of you.
Absolutely.
On every level.
Well,
shame on you.
Hopefully this is a wake-up call.